I will be further elaborating on the events of 14th September 2022 of the fire code. Before I go further into that, I will explain the processes that is followed by the National Fire Authority Command Center. The National Fire Authority Command Center runs on a 24/7 schedule with 3 shifts and 8 operators per shift. Those 8 operators are divided into 2 groups, 4 call takers and 4 dispatchers. The call takers' role is to receive all calls coming in on 910 and gather the necessary information before dispatching a call. This information will include the caller's name, the address or incident location, the call type, and a short description. Upon gathering that information, the dispatcher's role will be to find the nearest fire station to that incident location. Then they will dispatch the station. Those officers present at the station, there is a time schedule. They are required to be ready and in the vehicle within 60 seconds during the day from the time the call is received and en route to the fire scene. And at night, it's 90 seconds. So we have some reports from the system. This is generated from the National Fire Authority Command Center. Everything is recorded in the command center with record call recordings, statistics report. This report was generated between 14th September 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. On the 21st, the Fiji Times reported that there were 21 910 calls received on the 14th. But in total, there were 224 phone calls to the 910. The 21 phone calls received were between 4:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. This is a record of all the calls received during that period of time. As you can see, highlighted in this box over here, these are calls related to the fire at Nadonumai. The first call received was at 4:49 p.m. by our command center agent, qualified firefighter Oceana Nganilau, from phone number 866-8177. The caller at this point in time mentioned, the caller was a child who mentioned that there was a fire. When further asked where the address of the fire was, he continued saying that there was a fire, then hang up on the call. The second call received from the same number received by firefighter Akata Koyana South at 4:50 p.m. The caller did not say anything at all. After a few seconds, hang up. And then followed by 3 abandoned calls. 3 abandoned calls at 4:52, 4:52, and 4:56. Later, there was no other call related to fire at Nadonumai. Most of these calls were related to other issues from the Western Division, other fire calls that were running from fire agents and other fire stations. Then at 5:23 p.m., another call was received from the police by qualified firefighter Nganilau relating to the incident at Nadonumai, where Seoul Fire Station was already dispatched. We will now review the call recordings on the first call, second call, and the one at 5:23. So the first call, as I explained, it is where the caller
19 seconds.
It's 19 seconds long. The caller only mentions that there is a fire without any other information.
Kaya command center belum nak.
Hello.
Belum nak NFA command center.
Hello.
Belum nak NFA. Ini.
Katanya.
Nimbula.
Dokter, ada tadi.
The call ended there. 19 seconds long. They only mentioned that there was a fire. They mentioned that twice when asked where the location was. they did not respond and hang up. The second call from the same number received by our operator at the command center, there was no other information given. This call is 6 seconds long. The recording ends there. There's no other information given from it. And the third recording is at 5:23 p.m. This is later when the call was received from the police regarding the fire at Nadonumai. In between that time period from the first call to 5:23, there were no other calls regarding the fire at Nadonumai.
Ano yung mga sa trabaho ito? Ang bulan na kami ang mga sa trabaho niyo, di mo lang. Yo.
Itu kami
Nadonumai, iyo. Doon sa talang na doon. Ito sa ang girot ba?
This recording is 29 seconds long. By the time the call was received, the vehicle at Seoul Fire Station was already dispatched to that location.